Hey everyone, my name's Luke and I'm with the onboarding department here at TVA Logistics. Next, we'll review accounting. To get started, take out your phone and open up Alvis. Alvis is an app that all departments use here at TVA Logistics, and it is critical for you as a driver and us as a company to be able to do our job and for you to be able to do your job, and most importantly, get paid. When you've been assigned your first load for delivery, you'll open up Alvis. In Alvis, you'll have 3 tabs at the top of your screen: Active, Delivered, and Processing. Your active load will be in the first tab under Active, where you'll be able to see all load information: where you pick up, where you drop off, delivery time, delivery date, temperature the trailer should be set at, and this is where you'll upload all shipping documents. Go ahead, tap on your load information, where you will be able to see 3 additional sections that you can choose from: Details, E-checks, and Documents. Once you've been loaded or picked up your load, you will tap in to your load information and select the 3rd tab for Documents. This is where you will upload all shipping documents. Simply click the blue icon in the bottom right corner, select Camera, where you can take a photo of all shipping documents. And remember, it's important that all pages have a separate photo and that all images are clear. This way, accounting and dispatch can do their jobs quickly and effectively to keep you rolling. Next, we'll review the trip report. You will send in your trip report once a week to billing@tvalogistics.com so that accounting can pay you for any loads that you've delivered that week. Let's review what's on your trip report. At the top of the page, you'll see a section where you can put in your truck number. Going down the page, you'll have your name, your co-driver's name if you're a team, and any trailers you've used for that week. On the right-hand side, you'll see start date and end date. Remember, TVA Logistics pay periods start on Thursday and end Wednesday. Make sure you have your trip report sent in to billing@tvalogistics.com no later than Wednesday at 5 p.m. The next section you'll see on your trip report is load information. This is where you'll put any loads that you've delivered for the week. You'll start by putting the date you picked up the load, the location that you picked up the load from, and the state and zip code. You'll finish by putting if you picked up or delivered that load. Going down the page, it's important to remember, we need to know if you had any detention, if you had any layover, and if you had any additional miles that were driven as a result of picking up trailers, making extra stops, anything that would be categorized outside the norm of your pickup and delivery. Let's move on to the bottom half of your trip report. First, we'll see fuel purchases. TVA Logistics fuels exclusively with Love's truck stops, and we use an EFS card for all of our drivers to get fuel. Your fuel card can be used at another fuel station in the event of an emergency for up to 50 gallons per day. The fuel card can only be used to purchase fuel, so please don't try to pay for a scale, don't try to pay for windshield washer fluid, or anything that isn't fuel for your truck and trailer with your EFS card. Make sure anytime you stop to get fuel, you include the date, the city and state, the price you paid per gallon, and the total amount for your purchase. Next, you'll see a section for EFS checks. Anytime you have an EFS situation with TVA Logistics, remember, we treat EFS like it's cash. So be sure you include any receipts, reason for purchase, and most importantly, you upload the receipt of your purchase immediately after making it. In the EFS section, make sure you include the date, the reason for repair, if it was a lumper fee, the amount of the lumper, or any other expense you needed the EFS code for. Most importantly, make sure you have the total amount of the purchase and you upload the receipt into Alvis immediately after making it. In the event you need an EFS check, here is what they look like and what you'll do to get it filled out. Once you've received the EFS code from your dispatcher, you can include that in the money code section of the EFS check. Moving on from there, it's just like filling a check out. You'll have who you're giving the money to, the amount you're giving the money, both in numerical and written, and your driver's license number and name. From there, make sure you have the date and the amount of the purchase, and you're done. Once you've made the purchase, upload that receipt into Alvis right after making it. TVA Logistics also offers our drivers cash advances. A cash advance would be treated just like an EFS, where you will bring the money code to any designated truck stop. There is a $5 processing fee, and you can receive a cash advance up to once a week in the amount of $150, as long as you have a load you're assigned to. Moving on to the last section of your trip report, this is where you'll include any personal expenses that you made over the road. Personal expenses can be anything from windshield washer fluid to emergency windshield wipers. Make sure you include the amount, the date of the purchase, and your receipt. This is also where you'll include any travel reimbursement. If you're a new driver, TVA Logistics reimburses 50% on your first check and 50% on your fifth check. Make sure you include those receipts and they are sent by Wednesday, no later than 5 p.m. At the end of each week, you'll send in all paperwork by using the Cam Scanner app and emailing it to that billing email address. Make sure you put all paperwork and original receipts in the clear folder provided to you by accounting, and anytime you're at the Plainfield or Shanahan yard, please make sure you turn that paperwork in. And that concludes the accounting section.